Hello YouTube, it's me, Lego Larry. Today is May 19th, 2015. I want to show you what I found over the weekend. Very exciting yard sale finds for me. I woke up really early Saturday morning. 6 in the morning is very early for me because I work nights, so getting up at 6 is something that's not easy to do. We left the house by 6:30. We went straight to a good part of town. Unfortunately it was like cloudy and raining a little bit, and so that was the bad part, and I didn't think I was going to find much, but I was just hoping for the best. And we looked it up on the internet and found a yard sale that was close by where we're at, and they said they had video game stuff and they had Sega stuff, so I definitely wanted to stop by there. But before I stopped by there, I drove to one yard sale, and I stopped and got out, and they had a lot of furniture, and I asked specifically if they had any video games, and the lady said, yeah, my son has some video games, let me go get them. So he was out there in the backyard mowing the lawn. He came out, and he said, hey, I got some PlayStation 3 games, would you like to take a look? I go, yeah, I'll take a look at them. And he brought them out, and he brought a whole stack, and I picked, let me show you what I picked. He had Skyrim. These are all complete with no scratches. They have fingerprints on them, but no scratches. Skyrim, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Revelations. I don't know what order these games go in. I don't have a PS3. These are for resale. Unless I get a PS3, then I'll keep them. But I haven't been able to find one for cheap. Battlefield 4, and the best one was Star Wars The Force Unleashed. At the time I didn't realize this was an expensive game. I just wanted to, because these were familiar titles with me, I just wanted to make an offer on all of them. His mom was telling him to sell them for $5 a piece, and I wasn't going to pay that, so I just pulled these games aside, and I said, hey, would you do $20 on these 6? He said, yeah, sure. So he took 20 for these, and I said, by the way, do you have any older video games? I go, and I just happened to say like Pokemon, and then that jogs his memory. He's like, yeah, I got Pokemon games. I said, oh, you have Pokemon games? He goes, yeah, I got some Game Boy games, and they're Pokemon. I said, oh, can I take a look at them? Are you selling them? He goes, yeah, I don't play them anymore. I just have them sitting in my room. And he brought them out. And this kid was like 17, and he was done with his old video games. He was going on to the new stuff. So he brought out the Game Boy Advance, and then he started pulling out Pokemon games, and I was just very excited to see. He had Pokemon Blue, he had Pokemon Yellow, he had Pokemon Silver, and he had Pokemon Red, and I couldn't believe it. And he's a real nice kid. He said, well, let me show you that they work. And he tested them all out, put them on the Game Boy Advance, and, you know, just turned it on and showed me that they all worked. And so, trying to keep a poker face, I said, well, would you take 20 bucks for everything? And he said, oh yeah, sure. He was happy over that $20. I mean, and I was happy to get it for that price. And then he had some more things. He said, well, I got Pokemon cards, and I have Magic cards, and normally I buy Magic cards and Pokemon cards, but you know, that's right now that's $40 that I'm spending out of my budget, and I only had like I think 60 put aside for yard sale. So, and this is the first yard sale, so I don't want to spend everything at one yard sale. Especially I knew that I had that other yard sale to go to with the Sega stuff. So I just said, thank you, but no thank you. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this, and I'm sure you'll have no problem selling your other stuff, and have a nice day. So I bought this. So this is what I got. Oh, also I forgot to mention, he also had for the PS3 Twisted Metal, and he threw that in with this bundle for $20. And I sold that already on Craigslist for $10. So I sold, so out of this bundle with the Twisted Metal, I got $10. So I'm only into it now, $10 for all this. So that's pretty good. And these go for around 20, depending on the condition, $20 to $30 a piece. But these are, you know, the condition, this is faded. All the save batteries work. This one has marker on it. I've tried in the past to use like Glue Gun to take that off, but don't do that because it'll fade your sticker. So I don't know, maybe there's another way to do that without fading your sticker, but I'm just gonna leave that alone. And this is my second copy of Pokemon Blue. My other copy of Pokemon Blue is in mint condition, so I'm keeping that one, selling this one. So yeah, I was surprised to get all four at once. I've been looking for them for so long, and just to find them all at one place for good prices is amazing. And then I go to the other yard sale, and by now it's 7:15, 7:30, something like that. And I'm the first one there because he's setting up. And I pull up and I walk into his carport, and the guy, no one's there, and he comes in from the back, and I go, "Hey, how you doing?" And he said, "Hey, good morning." I said, "Do you have any video game stuff? I saw your ad." He goes, "Yeah, I got some video game stuff. Come on back." And as soon as I walked out back, first thing I saw was this. Sega Genesis on top of a Sega CD. Front loader. And I couldn't believe it. And I said, wow. I didn't tell him wow. I just thought to myself, wow. And then all these controllers were just laying around it. And he had next to that a PlayStation 2. And next to that he had a original Xbox. And he had a bunch of games. So I asked him, I said, "Hey, can I take a look at your Sega CD games?" He said, "Yeah, sure." He went and grabbed them, came back, and they were all sports titles. So I told him, "I'm not into sports titles, but how much are you asking for your Sega Genesis with the CD player?" He said, "Well, let me see, what do you think about $10? And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe he said $10. And it was a middle-aged guy. I mean, I think he was probably 38, my age, and you know, I could tell he was he said he was the original owner, and he took real good care of it. It's just dusty, that's all. It wasn't all beat up. These still need to be cleaned, these controllers. So I jumped on that so fast. I said, okay, I couldn't pull that $10 out of my pocket fast enough. And then, since I was there, I said, well, how much do you want for the PS2? He goes, oh, the same, $10. So I bought that one as well. I bought the PS2. Matter of fact, hold on, let me grab that real quick. All right, and so the PS2. Well, let me get back to this real quick. For $10, and I asked him. I said, "Well, does it come with the controller?" He says, "No, it comes with 4 controllers." And I just couldn't believe this guy. I mean, he was moving, and he just wanted to get rid of it, and he wasn't trying to, you know, make big money off of it. He just wanted it. It was just taking up space. So I was just so happy. And he was explaining, I mean, he knew all this stuff very well, because he explained it to me. He said, well, this controller, it has programmable memory on it, where like if you're playing a fighting game, like Mortal Kombat or something, you can push all your buttons and then program it. So next time, if you want to do that special move, you just push one button and it does your special move for you. So I said, oh, well, that's pretty cool. I didn't know they had controllers like that for the Genesis. So that's what this one does. You know, they're third-party controllers, but still, that's a cool feature to have. And then this controller is a really nice one. It's dirty, but out of the Sega Genesis controllers, this is a really nice 6-button controller. It feels really good, really comfortable. This is going to be my main controller for the Genesis now. And then he has the normal 3-button controller, which I already have like 2-3 of those. And then this third-party controller looks kind of funny, but it's got the turbo and slow motion on it. And then he had the RF, and he had the 2 power cables, because I know it needs 2 power cables, one for the Sega CD and one for the Genesis, and they're the official power cords. And I forgot, they're upstairs, I forgot to bring them down, but one of them I didn't notice until I got home was all chewed up. So I couldn't test it out right away when I got home. So I tested out the Genesis with the 1 power cord, and that worked just fine. I mean, I put in the game, I put in Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and it turned on right away. And then so I had to go to, I was trying to find an official power cord and couldn't find one, so I got a third-party cheapy one. And this is what I plugged into the Sega CD, and I was very happy and very surprised to see that it worked flawlessly. I plugged it in. At first I didn't know how to open this, and then when I hooked everything up, it said on the screen that you push the reset and that opens the tray. And I did that, and the tray came right out, and it had a game in there. It had Tomcat Alley or something like that. It's some kind of a airplane fighting game, but it had that in there. I was really happy to see that, and then it played perfectly. I mean, these are very notorious for not working or for breaking. So, and these are very temperamental. So I got to be very careful on how I treat this. I'm just hoping it doesn't conk out on me while I own it. But these are expensive. These I see them go for as much as $250 depending on condition. And I haven't cleaned the dust off of it yet. If I clean the dust off of it, it's going to be like new condition, because he took very good care of this thing. And it's just really dusty, as well as the Sega Genesis. And I've got the Sega Genesis with the it says high definition graphics. I've got that one, the Model 1, that I can put on top of here too as well. So I've got 2 Model 1s now and a Model 2. So for 10 bucks, I mean, you can't beat that. A working Sega CD with the Sega Genesis. So, and then the PS2 that I got for 10 bucks, it had all kinds of stuff. He had this aftermarket, really special AV cable, really fancy. I don't even know, because there's no red, or there's red, but there's not yellow. So I don't even know how to hook this up to the TV. But there's that. And this, for $10, came with 4 controllers as well. I couldn't believe it. It's got the clear blue one, and they're all official controllers. The blue one, got the power cable here. Another official black one. I threw another one that I had in there, so one of these was already mine. Oh, and this was already mine. This is a wireless controller that I found at the thrift store. And then this one I found at the yard sale. These are some games that I had found at the thrift store. And there's the PS2 Slim. It works perfectly. It was just a little dusty, but it works just fine. Like new. It's great. And I gotta show you, this is that wireless controller that I found at the thrift store, and I tested it out with this wireless controller, and this thing works really nice for a third-party controller. If I can get it open. This is a little cleaning cloth that you use to clean it, because I'm going to show you. To open. Come on. Yeah, see, it's like a shiny chrome controller. And it's got the receiver. This doesn't take any batteries. It just plugs right into the PS2, and it has to hang over the table because it goes in this way, not this way. So it kind of protrudes downward. So it has to hang over the table like that. So, but that's fine. I mean, I just plugged it in and the light came on. And I didn't have to do anything like sync it up or anything. All I did was, I just turned it on from the back. Turned it on, the light came on, and then that's it. It started working immediately. And I really like this wireless controller. I paid like $4 for this thing. And I like it. I mean, I know it's going to go through a lot of AA batteries. That's the bad part, but it's pretty cool. It's a Black Magic. I think it's made by Pelican. So yeah. So now I got a whole bunch of PS2 controllers. And let me show you some of the games that I've got for the PS2. I got more, but these are just a couple that I was testing it out with. I got True Crime, New York City. Pretty good game. Twisted Metal, I love the Twisted Metal games. Twisted Metal Black. Gran Turismo 3. And a really good game, Shadow of the Colossus. And then this one, I got these memory cards. I got like four of them now. I've been finding them like crazy, so that's a pretty good thing to have. But if you haven't played this game, check it out. It's a really good game for the PlayStation 2. I don't know. I think they made it for GameCube, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is what I got. So I was really happy with what I scored at those yard sales. And also, hey, I forgot to tell you, yesterday I stopped at 2 thrift stores. The first one I found nothing, and the second one I was just about to leave and give up. And right as soon as I was leaving, right on the display case, right on top of it, was laying Zelda Ocarina of Time. And it was priced at $4.99. And it had all kinds of stickers on it. So I grabbed it, paid for it right away, and walked out. And I pulled off all the stickers on the side. Those were no problem to get off with glue gun. But this sticker that was on top, I don't want to work at it too much because I don't want to start pulling the back sticker off. So I'm thinking about just leaving it as is, because I started scraping this with a nickel and I felt like I was going to scrape off the under sticker, and I rubbed glue gun on here and I did that circular motion with the paper towel, and it wasn't lifting the sticker residue off. So I'm just going to leave it like that. But this is my second copy of this game, and my copy's better, so I'm selling this one. I'm surprised. These are going for like up to $25 on eBay, so I'm going to try and get that much. But this is an excellent game. If you've never played, if you're into Zelda, and if you've never played Ocarina of Time, you've got to try it. It's one of the best Zelda games. I've also got Majora's Mask for the Nintendo 64. That's an excellent game as well. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you what I found, and finally got a Sega CD after all these years of looking for one, and to find that it actually worked. It was just amazing. So till next time, please leave comments and let me know if you like this video or not. Alright, thank you. Bye.